Hello everybody, it's the Black Car Guru back with another video, and today we're going to go over a cheat code that I learned. So if you have a Lexus Is300, a Lexus Sc300, or a Lexus Gs300, you can mod them all the same exact way. When going after a lot of horsepower out of these 2Js, a lot of people tend to swap their 2JZ GE VVTi for a 2JZ GTE VVTi. Because of its twin turbo setup, its beautiful tuning capabilities, it's, oh my god, it has the works, even piston oil squirters. But there is another route that you could take. Instead of chasing after a 2JZ GTE block, you need to find a 2JZ GE non-VVTi block. It's literally a much tougher version than the 2JZ VVTi. The 2JZ GE VVTi, which comes in basically the cars that I named earlier, have a very thin rod that will snap at about 400 horsepower. The 2JZ GE non-VVTi block has thicker rods and better pistons, which will allow you to get up to 700 plus horsepower. You can find these engines on eBay for very, very cheap, such as the one right here. So quite literally, you really don't have to go buy forged internals unless you really want to. That's your preference. But the cheapest route would be going to get a non-VVTi 2JZ GE engine. Then you put your GE VVTi head on top of there. Get some ARP head studs, some nice choppy cams, better valve springs. Now, you definitely can go get like a $2,000 to $3,000 terminated harness in the ECU kit, basically a standalone plug and play harness for your build. But here's what you could also do. You can get what's called a patch harness. It basically lets you run an aftermarket ECU alongside your stock ECU, which in turn will allow your stock ECU to control your transmission if you want to keep your stock transmission, and the aftermarket ECU will basically run your whole entire engine setup. Again, here's the 2JZ GE VVTi rod, which will snap at 400 horsepower, versus the 2JZ GE non-VVTi rod, which is very beefy, like from the piston to the rod and everything. Get a coil on plug kit. As far as turbo kits, you could always go to CX Racing. Here's one for Sc300, one for Is300. Seriously, man, there are so many combinations that you could use. Like, it's not even funny.